any of this process. What was that like?
I had retired from my business in August, September of last year, and I was in the darkest part of my life. Yeah. I mean, I was dealing with loss of identity. I was dealing with a lot of feelings of failure, feelings of loss of who was I now, since I was no longer Mr. Miller. I was in this limbo place, and I was feeling very dark. Yeah. And not energized. Yeah. But I was in a very suffering place, more from the standpoint of just nothing mattered. You know, I couldn't find any passion. I was in a very dark place.
It's almost like an apathy, or just sort of
absolutely apathy.
Yeah, yeah.
Absolutely, nothing seemed to be engaging. Now, let me say something to you: is that I had already started working on this new business that I've launched since then, and but I was, had no enthusiasm for it. Yeah. I knew it was a great idea. I knew that part of me had a lot of passion for it, but at that moment I couldn't feel any of it. Yeah. All I could really feel at that moment was the idea of being passionate, but I didn't feel any passion. Yeah. And you introduced me to a practice that, Rob, I tell you, it was transformation, and I use it today, and I coach other people with it. Yeah. And that was that hand over heart practice, yeah, where you identify, first of all your limited beliefs, all your resisting beliefs, and then find a turnaround, yeah, and affirm that. And when I was in my darkest places, Rob, I promise you, that was the big impetus that shifted me out of that space. Fantastic. There's no question about it.
Great, yeah.
And as time went on, the feelings started raging a little bit more. Yeah. And I could connect with that and start visualizing things more about those feelings that I was affirming in hand over heart. Yeah. It was beautiful, man. I thank you so much for that. That was a tremendous exercise for me. And as I said before, I use it with my clients all the time, and they get a lot of benefit out of it also.
That's phenomenal. You know, what's different out in your life? Those are good teachings and all that, but what did they lead to in your life? How is your life different now?
Everything, man. They led me to, first of all, the hand over heart has started to create the shift. Yeah. And it just really, I mean, the nurturing that you can give yourself when you're doing the hand over heart exercises, you know, it creates great awareness in how you treat yourself, yeah, and how you talk to yourself. Yeah. You know, and that's what it was for me. So what it allowed me to do is Rob, it allowed me to have the strength, and then when I was down and feeling no energy, to start making little moves, allowing my vision to come back. Yeah. Allowing me to start committing to things again. Yeah. Reconnecting to the world. Yeah. More dynamic ways. Start becoming aware of what my gifts were, because I wasn't aware of my gifts during this "what does it matter" phase. Yeah. I thought that my gifts didn't matter at all.
Well, that's it.
By the way, what were my gifts? But you reconnected me with what my gifts were. Yeah. It seemed like you understood them better than I did at that time.
There's a lot going on for you these days. You're now running meditation group. You've got products for sale. You're doing all this different stuff.
Meditations, doing a lot of individual coaching now.
Nice.
And you said something else to me, by the way. Yeah. You told me a year from now, you're not going to believe who you are. Yeah. I was like, really? I was like, wow, that's a nice idea. And I'm going to tell you, I cannot believe of what a year makes. Yeah. In the way my life is going.
Did you like the layout of it? Was it useful to you? Did you think it was easy to go through, that kind of stuff?
No, I thought, what I really was very impressed with it was a curriculum. I was been in education for 16 years, ran schools, evaluated programs, evaluated teachers, and I was very impressed with you having a curriculum. Yeah. They call it a scope and sequence. It was progressive. It built on lessons learned. So yes, it was excellent to me.
Fantastic.
Not only was I able to learn components of it, but whatever I had learned supported my next lesson too. Yeah. Yeah. In my awareness, in my willingness to stay in my heart. I mean, all of the lessons were just phenomenal.
Oh, thank you so much. So, I mean, would you recommend me to people? Like, if we were to take a sound bite, would you recommend me and my work and my products and that kind of stuff?
Yes, absolutely.
Thank you so much. And we're going to stay connected and keep talking and keep being a support back and forth, because I'd love to continue to support you, and you're a great support to me as well. So thank you, sir.
I hope so, man.
All right. Listen, let's talk again really soon, okay?
Absolutely.
All right, man.
All right, man.
Talk
Take
soon.
care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.